The KwaZulu-Natal police say they are investigating a case of murder following a drive-by shooting this morning at Tongaat, north of Durban. Police have confirmed that the deceased is Mlungisi Thabathe, the tavern owner and main accused in the Andile Bobo Mbuthu murder case. 17-year-old Mbuthu was allegedly kidnapped and killed after being accused of stealing alcohol from a local tavern in April last year. His disappearance grabbed the headlines after a video was circulated on social media of an apparently beaten up Mbuthu lying in a pool of blood on the floor of a local tavern. Mbuthu's dismembered body was later discovered in a river near his home. Thabathe and 6 others, including a minor, were charged with kidnapping and murder. All right, for more on this story, we are joined by our reporter, Thulani Msimang. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Thulani. Do we know whether the deceased is linked to the Bobo Mbuthu murder case for sure?
Yes, good afternoon, Colin. According to spokesperson, KwaZulu-Natal spokesperson Thembeka Mbele, it describes the victim as a 28-year-old male who was linked to the case of the deceased youth Bobo Mbuthu. He fits the descriptions of one of the accused in that murder case, yes. But according to eyewitnesses this morning, the shooting happened after 9 this morning. It's believed the victim was driving from the western direction to the east on the R103 road in Tongaat when he was shot at. The witnesses also say that who did not want to speak to us on camera, say that there were 2 vehicles. They believe there were 2 vehicles that were shooting at the car that the victim was traveling on. They say that the victim lost control of the car and crashed onto the sidewall of a shop on this road, the R102. The car then veered off and landed on the pavement about 500 meters from where the shooting started. This small car, which was a VW Polo, I counted about 22 bullet holes on it. It was a horrific scene, and a group of onlookers cheered on when police and forensic removed the body from the car, as the forensics were removing the body from the car. But the victims is believed, as you say, as the main accused in the murder trial of the teenager killed in cold blood in May last year. The victim had been standing trial for at the Verona Magistrate Court for a murder along with 6 others. He is described as a tavern owner, and he had been out on bail at the time of the shooting.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't like to put you in a corner here, but I mean, would we have 2 scenarios here if we speak to the police who are following up on the leads that could this shooting be related to the murder of Mbuthu, or is it something of an unrelated case or incident whatsoever?
It's still too early to say, Colin, but from what we could pick up, from what I could pick up on the scene, as I said, when the police removed the body from the car, the crowd of onlookers were looking on at the scene after the shooting, started cheering on when the body was removed, indicating that maybe some of them did not want the suspect. But it's not clear because, as I say, it could have been linked maybe to that murder of the youth. But also we understand that the victim was also a local taxi operator. So it could be something that is also could be maybe related to the taxi killing. As I'm saying, it's still too early to say, but the police themselves have committed to say that he was one of the suspects who appeared in connection with the murder of this youth last year.
Well, Thulani, yeah, it's rather something that can leave you wondering, and we wouldn't like to speculate any further. But obviously, we're looking at the various ends of the story, and of course, one would not know how to think about this, pondering whether it's linked to taxi violence or assassinations, or whether to the murder of the late Mbuthu. So, yeah, let's leave it at that. We'll see how the police tell us about their investigations and the leads in as far as this incident is concerned. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Colin.
All right, Tulani